Hey y'all, you already know who this is. Your girl Whitney from Whitney's Escape. And tonight we have author Nick Mills, and we'll be discussing Hard for the Next. And y'all, I am so excited to bring her on here. And this discussion is gonna be good, y'all. So hope you're ready for it. So no further ado, let's bring in author Nick Mills. Nick Mills. Look at me. Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Girl. I don't want to rush into this. I want the people who don't know you to get to know you. So please give our viewers who don't know you a little background about yourself.
Um, Pen name Meat Mills. My name is Mika. I'm from Alabama. Uh, I've been writing for about a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah, just a year and a half. I'm newly independent. I was with AJ Presents, so that's where all of my books are. But I'm newly independent, waiting on my indie release to come out, and I'm just neat. That's all I can say. I'm just neat.
I am shocked that you have been writing for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you
Yep,
haven't
just last January.
I've been reading your stuff. I was like, oh, this girl is good. Who?
Thank you.
Girl, I'm glad you decided to share your gift with us because I have been thoroughly enjoying it.
Thank
And
you.
my girlfriends have too because they've been hitting me up. And I had to block some of them because I'm like, listen,
Oh
y'all.
Lord.
Because y'all know who y'all are, who listening right now. Tell them, girl, this. I'm like, I didn't read the book yet. Y'all know I wait to the last week to read so I don't get the characters and stuff confused. And they try to tell me ending. Oh, did you know? I'm like, I told y'all I ain't read the book yet. So I had to stop them from texting me before they ruin my whole experience.
It's all good.
So you said this book was underrated,
Mm.
and I'm really surprised. I think you know what? Now that you say you've been writing for a year and a half, I'm thinking not enough people knew who you were and that you existed enough because this book ain't no way people slept on this book.
I don't know if it was because I don't know if it was because of that or because maybe the cover didn't like call out to them or because it was a poly book.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of people don't like reading about, what I'm saying, poly tropes or whatever. So I don't know, but that was actually like one of my favorite books to write.
Girl, I'm not into poly, but this book was good. I was like, wait, hold up. Let's just jump into this because this book just went whoop. They jumped in there from the jump. So we
Yeah.
might as well just go to the deep end because it's been like Chloe, we got Nisha, we got Jelani, we got Demi, we got Chloe's parents, hotmess.com, her mom.
I
Like
didn't, I
you
didn't, I,
jump right into it. Talk about this. You like first page, like what? Wait, hold up. Talk about this.
I didn't, let me tell you, her mom, I just, I think that her mama was probably top three of the parents that I've written about. Top three of parents that I hated.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
I and it's crazy because it's like I wrote it, but it's like, lady, how could you be so jealous of your child? Like, why was you acting like that? But her mama was trash. Her mother
Mm-hmm.
was dumpster juice. Like
Do
she
you
was.
think because she was on that stuff that it caused a lot of her?
Um, I think it played a part in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of feel like whether she was on it or not, she was gonna feel away.
Yeah.
I think that she felt like, sometimes even today, moms are sometimes in secret competition with their daughters. And I kind of feel like that's where Candy stood with Chloe throughout, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, her whole life or whatever. But as she entered like adulthood and started like coming into herself and started like living for herself, I feel like it got a little worse.
I could see that. I totally understand that concept. And hashtag that could be a book, y'all. Just putting that out there. We could have Candace's story, what trauma she dealt with, because um, like you said, a lot of parents are jealous of their daughters or the love that the father is giving the daughter. Maybe
Mhm.
the mama didn't have that same type of love and affection. So it made her envious. I don't know because I'm not the writer, but I'm putting that out there just in case if the writer wants to write about this.
She
I'm here
doesn't.
for it.
I just want to put that out there. She doesn't.
Yeah, it is sad, but I can definitely get that. And I was reading it, I was blaming it on the drugs. I'm like, yo, it's got to be the drugs because ain't no way. The whole time I was blaming all her hot messness on the drugs. But before we get too deep in here and tell the story, let's get back to Chloe because I got a couple of things like I said about Chloe. So I like Chloe, she, going to school, which I love, working hard, helping her family out. Then, all that stuff happening between her dad and her mom. And like the first scene was a hot mess. And then, she's at work and she meets Demi. You know what? Let me rewind. What made you write a poly book?
Um, to be honest with you, listen, like that was probably like my fourth book that I wrote. I was just trying something. I was just trying something. Because really and truly, like a poly relationship, it doesn't interest me in my real life. But I don't know. With that book, I kind of wanted it to show a woman that was willing to do any and everything for her man just to say, this is my man, not knowing that you giving your man to somebody else. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. That's kind of where my thought was when I was writing that book. Like Demi, I didn't like her from the beginning of the book to the end. I didn't like her at all. Um she felt like what she was doing was gonna keep him. But
Mm-hmm.
he really he did the things that he did with Demi because Demi allowed it. Demi didn't care. He knew that he could. But when it came down to him being with Chloe, Chloe wasn't going for none of that.
Mm-mm.
So I feel like every man is going to change for the woman that he wants. And that's what Jelani did.
And
That's
I
what
agree. I agree. Demi was a hot mess. But
hmm
I want to put a disclaimer out there for you guys. Don't y'all are ain't Chloe and y'all and we don't got the Jelani. Don't think y'all could get in these relationships and then y'all gonna get the same outcome. I'm just gonna put that in the beginning. I'm gonna put that probably in the middle and in the end to remind some of y'all
Girl,
that
I
this
hope
is
not.
a fictional story that Meek Mills wrote. Don't think this is y'all life. I just
It
want to
is
put that
not
out
gonna go
there.
down the way you think. Mm-mm.
I just want to put that out there for you.
Mm-mm.
Hey, boo.
Hey. So I'm
So,
just now seeing where the comments pop up at because I thought it was gonna be over here to the side, but
no, that's private comments. This is where all the people got.
oh, girl,
People
I
were
told you this
saying,
is fancy.
you missed. I saw someone said this book is dope. They definitely gonna promote it. They enjoyed it.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
see, I'll help promote. See, I'm trying to remember all the stuff that you missed. That was popping up. But Demi was a trip. And
She
when you
was.
describe her, she was a beautiful woman. So I don't, and she's highly intelligent, but
Mm-hmm.
she also has some issues like the mama because one, I just feel like no woman in their right mind is going to allow a man to do anything, and she really allowed him to do anything. And then on top of that, if she feels so secure, all the hot mess stuff she was doing in the background, you know what I'm saying, that we found out during the middle and the end of the book, like what the heck? This guy's, multi-millionaire, or he probably was a billionaire, how much he was spending money. And used to do all these crazy things. So I'm like, she must have really some insecurity issues. But, Chloe was going through some hard times because,
Mm-hmm.
the parents.
Mm-hmm.
And, she said, I'm going to call her. Let me be the lounge girl. I'm work out this, the cigar lounge. And then instantly, you know, Demi, like, you seem stressed. Why don't you come hang out? And her best friend, she was like, yes, Chloe, right?
Cause Chloe took on the responsibility of being head of her household. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like her homegirl was like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with going to have some fun. And if you get your groove back in the process, like kudos to you. I think that Demi just got too comfortable with her position. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
she really she I think she more so thought that as long as I'm the main one, Like this is me. This is my house.
Mhm.
I'm here. Like I'm gonna be here. Like you women, y'all come and go. Like she was willing to do anything for and with Jelani as long as she could keep, you know what I'm saying, the money and the status. That's
Yeah,
really all she cared about. The money and the status. But Chloe really, I feel that Chloe really went into that situation just wanting to have a little fun and make some money.
yeah, I agree. The only thing that threw me, and I can't wait till you explain this, is how Chloe, she was so comfortable, even though I made it very clear she was for Christmas. Facts.
Yep.
So, what threw me with this gathering, shall we call it, at Jimmy's house is Chloe, from my understanding, is a heterosexual woman who's never been with a woman. And I guess she was so stressed out that she had no problem allowing Demi to
She
eat
just
her
wanted
up.
to live a little. She just wanted to live a little, just have a little fun.
And I was like, like,
She just wanted to have a
Chloe.
little fun.
I was like, that was quick. And what was throwing me, the reason why I think that threw me, one, she was like, she's not attracted to women, even though she thought she was beautiful. But how quick it happened. And then she was acting like, I can't, like, talk to you, Jelani, because I don't want Demi to look at me like, I was like, in my head, like, you just
She
like,
really, she really didn't.
explain.
I mean, she did it. I mean, she did it. She did it. But it's like she real deal didn't want to cause any friction in their relationship because that ain't what she was there for. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened, happened. But she didn't want them to think, okay, yeah, it happened. Now I'm fixing to start all this chaos. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, start all this confusion. Like she wanted to clear that up. But I mean, once they got down, they got down. I mean, hey, baby, you did it.
I was like, she must have been so stressed. She had to pull. That was quick. My mom would think it would went the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she's a heterosexual woman. So I'm like, well, maybe she's gonna be like, okay, Teflon. But he's like, no. Oh, I love when he was like, no, call me Jelani. I said, woo! Right there off the rip, I knew it was going down.
Yeah, because it was like to everybody else, I can be tough. Like even to Demi,
Yeah,
like even to you, I'm Teflon. But to her, I'm Jelani. So right then I knew, it's about to be some trouble.
girl, I did too. I said, oh no. He said, no, my name is Jelani. I was like, woo!
Yep, absolutely. Like she didn't want to come in and cause problems with her boss and her man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like that ain't the type of time she was on. They had they did their little tango or whatever you want to call it, but she real deal didn't want to cause chaos in these people's lives.
Yeah, because I knew what was going to happen because Demi kissed her in the office. So I was like, oh, she's going to go down at the house party because I was like, I don't trust Demi. I said,
In
she already.
Demi's mind, it was like if I can get the girl and bring the girl to my man,
Mm-hmm.
maybe my man won't stray and try to, you know what I'm saying, do other things on his own. If I can be the one
Yeah.
to bring it to him, there's no need for him to do it elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But girl, not you. Well, go ahead.
So she's at the balcony now, which she thoroughly enjoyed from the description that the author wrote. I don't know who the author is. Maybe she's right here next to me. But she thoroughly enjoyed that. But you know what? After all this happened, she goes home. And a hot mess mama, please, girl, talk about it.
So she had this great weekend. She had this great
Mm-hmm.
weekend. And then now correct me if I'm wrong. Before she went to the people's house, I ain't gonna say her and her mama got into it, but there was the instance where her mama was like, "Well, give me some money."
Yes.
So apparently, what she gave her mama wasn't enough for her in her
Mm-hmm.
eyes. So it's like as soon as Chloe left and went and enjoyed her weekend, she had no idea that her mama was stealing everything that she had. All the
Mm-hmm.
money she saved to do this, to that, her mama took it with no regards.
Mm-mm.
Like even when she hit her mama up about it, she was like, "Oh well, and like I needed it. You got this. Go get some more."
Trifling.
Very much so. Very much so.
And she didn't care because she told her mom, she goes, Mom, this was for my schooling. This was for the rent, all this type of stuff. And she was like, and the
Okay,
mom out here,
and like she
girl,
didn't care. She did not care.
y'all, this is people texting me right now. Where is the lie? Where's the author? I got stuff I want to say.
What are
And
you?
y'all, girl, I'm telling them right now, I'm like, it's where it always is on When You Escape. So they want to tune in. I'm like, go on the group page where it always is. I don't see it. Yes, you do. Go
Not
on
they
there
got stuff
and
they
see.
want to say.
You know
Ooh,
what
what
I'm
is that to
saying?
say, child?
I told you that people been hitting me up all week about this book. Like, oh, I think I want to be in a palm. I'm like, girl, that's not you. Ain't about that
Let
life.
me tell you something. I was on a live. I was on a live like last week, week before last, and what I said was a lot of people are in poly relationships and they don't even know it. They don't
Girl,
even know it. So be careful what you wish for. Be
I ain't
careful what you
wishing.
wish for.
Cause you right. They probably in there stuff don't even know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I might stop and I just said, stop texting me, go find it. I'm like, because my thing keep on beeping. I'm like, stop it. You're messing up my notes. Cause y'all know I be having my notes. I be having my notes. I gotta make sure I get everything I'm talking about. But that how much mom stealing her money, rampaging the house, taking all the money, not caring about her whereabouts and stuff like that, which was a hot mess. I do love her daddy, and I love that her daddy saved the money that she gave. Like we thought she was like just giving all this money, and he's been saving it the whole time to put her
Yeah.
up in place and all that stuff. I thought that was really really dope and a wonderful father. That is like nah. And then the mom got mad about that because she's a trifling heifer, which I didn't like. But then the mom steals all her money that she has set up for school,
Mm-hmm.
and none other than Mr. Jelani.
He was pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, like, um, if we're gonna do this, if we're going to enter into, you know what I'm saying, this situationship, don't worry about them bills. Don't worry about where you're gonna lay your head. Don't worry about school. Like, I got you. And it's like she she wanted to do it because she was in a bind. Like, I'm in a bind, Nate. Like, she wanted to do it, but then it was like she felt bad. She still felt
Mhm.
bad because he was still in a relationship with somebody else. And Demi, like, she it's like, what can you do? What can you say? Because for one, you brought this woman in. But it's
Mhm.
like in her mind, she really didn't like the fact that he was trying to spend money. She really didn't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to help her with what she had going on and make her comfortable. She didn't like none of that. But at the
Mhm.
same time, you open this door.
Exactly.
You open this door. So Jelani was like, yeah, your mama trifling, but I got you. So even before they really established what it was they was gonna do or what it was they were gonna be, like, he had her. He had her.
Mhm.
So that's what I liked about him.
I did too. And Jimmy should knew from the start. One, he told her to call him Jelani. That was a red flag.
Yep.
Two, he paid for the school. He said that in front of Demi, like, no, no shoes across. You don't even got to be in this relationship. I just want you to finish your education.
Yep.
Then she agrees. Oh, this is good. When she finally agrees, and then she try to move to like when she tried to find a place, he goes, "Where?" Like,
Cause he's like, girl, I got all this money and you trying to move to the ghetto.
oh my god, that was the
But
funniest part.
he real deal wasn't, I mean, of course they weren't together, but
Mhm.
she wasn't on that type of time. It wasn't about trying to break the bank with him. Like,
Yeah.
she just wanted a roof over her head and she just wanted to finish school. That's all she wanted to
Mhm.
do. That's
Yeah.
it. She wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Jelani was a trick, okay? He was a trick.
Mhm.
And he's probably one of the trickiest tricked that I've written. So he was just trying to spend that money. But she wasn't the type of female that I didn't want her to be seen as the type of female that could be bought.
Mhm.
She was appreciative for the help, even though she really didn't want it. But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, he never looked at her like she was less than. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? From the moment he literally bumped into her, you know what I'm saying? It was something about that girl that he wanted.
He liked her hustle.
He did.
And
Hmm.
that's why I feel, because even in every aspect besides the me and her out when she thought that was sexy, and I was like, that's not my cup of tea, but I understand that's a guy fantasy. But he saw that she was working, she was going to
Hmm.
school, she wasn't asking for a lot. He saw when she was down, like, yo, my mom just took this money from me. You know what I mean? And that was all I had. And even though the best friend did come through when she was acting a hot mess and they want to talk to him, come get this hot mess girl from Nisha came through. Oh my god, talk about that
Yeah.
scene because I loved it when they was at the Chinese place and he pop up.
Because she really tried to keep her distance. She really tried to, what I'm saying? I don't really know if they had gotten to the point where, you know, you like 9 to 5 on the weekend. Like, I don't know if they got to the point where, like, Chloe, you get these days, then you get these days, on these days we're
No,
together.
that's not that part yet. This is where they went to lunch because she was sad that her mom took all the money. Remember, they took her to the lunch spot, and then Jelani walked in. That's when Nisha first saw him.
Nisha Nisha was team Jelani before
Hmm.
she even knew who Jelani was.
Exactly. And then when she saw him, she said, "Woo! Well,
She
I'll be the
was
extra girl wife."
like, when Chloe first told Nisha about, what I'm saying, where she was going and all this and that, she was game. She
Hmm.
was game. But at that time, I want to say Nisha didn't really know about Jelani. She just knew about her going over to Demi's for the weekend. And
Hmm.
then, Jelani kind of like popped up.
Yeah.
So, but even when she found out about Jelani, she was already saying she didn't give a fuck about I don't know. Can I cuss?
Hmm.
Oh, she didn't really care about Demi. She didn't care about the situation. She was all about her girl being happy. And if this girl's man is the one that's gonna make you happy, then so be it.
She was
Then
like,
so
she
be
giving
it.
it up on a platter. And when she saw him, she was like, girl, I'll be the extra wife. I
Right.
lied.
Like,
And
are
then,
y'all hiring?
yeah. And then Chloe got mad. That's how she knew she liked him. Like, see, you like,
Mm-hmm.
stop acting like you don't like this dude.
Right.
But I understand, like, her, that's why I was like thrown off. I'm like, she's like, I don't like I work here. And then he found out I own that place. Like, he kept on like letting her know, like, you overthinking, you doing too much, Chloe. You doing too much. Like, but that's how you also could tell that this is not her lane. This is not her
Right.
lane.
Right.
So that's why you had to give her mad passes in this book. I'm like, go, you sleep about it. Like, oh, you know what? This ain't her life because she's making these type of crazy decisions. But he put her in a night. He said, "Well, you in a house? Because I don't know who gave Demi house." So she was, the crazy part about it, she was finding more about Jelani. Then she didn't even realize all the stuff he was like. She think, oh, that's Demi. Like, no, I own this. No, I pay for this. Like,
Yep.
but I did like that the clarity that he had when it came down to the girls. Like when he said he was like, well, tell me what you like, and let me
Mm-hmm.
see how this is gonna work. And
Mm-hmm.
then he came up with it, which was fair and stuff like that. But I was just
Because he
like,
wanted her. He wanted her in any way he could have her.
he
As
did
long as he could have her and she was comfortable, he was with whatever. As long as another man wasn't in her space.
exactly. And she made it, and then I like that she made it clear, would it just be me, you, and Demi? And he was like, yeah, like it would just be us. Like it's not gonna be other people in here. And she's like, okay, I'm okay with that. Um, and then she was like,
He did. He really did. He knew. He
he did.
do.
He knew she was like, he because we gotta remember he been watching her. Like he was watching her before
Yep.
she introduced herself to the
Yep.
person. She even said like it's this fine guy who been coming here once in a while, and he been coming there just to like scoop her out because Demi brought his attention, and then
Mm-hmm.
he liked how she moved, and all the customers liked her because she was a genuine person, like you said. She just wanted to finish school and a roof over her head because even all the stuff she was doing for her parents. So
He wasn't a stalker. He wasn't.
he
He
was
wasn't.
scooping out. He was doing his
That's it.
work.
He was just scooping the scene. He
He had
wasn't.
to make sure, like, okay, if I'm going to do this, let me see what she about. Shop around.
Mhm.
Oh my god! But I liked how um they can like he every time she tried to do something, he did something better. Like, no, you're gonna stay here. You're
Yep.
gonna do this. This is how it's going to be. And that should have been like also a red flag for Demi. Like none of the other girls he got a place for. None of the other girls, like so red flag, and also you say you wanted to do these type of things. But I think Demi just started really getting more jealous when all the other girls were saying what was going on. Like the people who
Yeah.
just did it. Because before she was like, because she was doing her own stuff, like her own stinker on dirt. But when everybody else kind of like the Ti and Tiny thing, it was fine. But when everybody else know what's going on,
Yep.
now we got a problem.
When she started looking like the third wheel in her own relationship,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, wait a minute, bitch, you got to go. You got to go. And every time she tried to, send a little message here and there and saying, we don't need you, your services are no longer required, Jelana was like, hold on, baby, I'm running this show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running this show.
Because he was
It
getting
ain't over till I say it's over.
it exactly. And it was just crazy. And I'm like, I have a question though about this, but we're pausing, but it's still a question. So since Chloe was enjoying Demi eating her out and stuff, does that mean she bisexual or gay?
Shit, I don't know.
You wrote it. You wrote the book. I was like, she is enjoying because she wasn't enjoying Demi. She made it clear she liked the stuff Demi making her comments stuff like that. So
I
what does that
don't
mean?
this okay, so this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because even though she did what she did with Demi, it was just with Demi in that particular situation. Like
Mm-hmm.
she never went out and tried to find that elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And almost everything that was done to her. Right. I see. I like that. A trisexual. She just wanted to try it. And most of the things that were done to her. She kind of like didn't do it to Demi. So it was. I don't know. It was more about the experience to me, in my opinion. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she was. I don't. I wouldn't say she was bisexual because I feel like if Jelani had came and asked her once they got together, "Hey, we together? Can we try this?" I really feel like Chloe would have shut that down all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say she was bisexual.
Okay, okay.
Demi
And
for sure,
mm-hmm.
but
Demi,
not close.
Demi was
Demi
Demi.
was outside.
She was. She's outside. And let's get on Chloe's ex.
Maji,
Let's talk about
girl,
them.
Maji was just trifling. Maji, he was hunching on everybody. Like this dude was messing with Demi. He was messing with Chloe's mama. Like he thought he was gonna be able to, what I'm saying, pop up at the funeral, chill with the family, get some church cake and chicken, like Maji was just the typical nigga, the typical ex. Like, you don't want me until you see me with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You did me like a dog, and you think that, what I'm saying, once I moved on or you moved on or time went by that I'm supposed to forget it all. It don't go down like that. Like I didn't like him. And he didn't really have, what I'm saying, a really big, like, significant role. But pound
Wait,
cake,
hold up. Who said the pound cake had to be dry? Church
it
pound
was
cake.
dry. Girl, you know that church anniversary and that funeral pound cake be nasty as hell, be dry, and them dry ass beans. Yeah.
Is it dry pound cake?
And
Oh,
that
you
damn chicken.
oh my god, y'all a hot mess. This is so funny.
But even though, what I'm saying, he didn't have like a real big girl. I see this one little curl, it's getting on my nerve. Even though his role wasn't really that big, you still hated him.
Mhm.
You still hated him. I did.
Yeah. She's you wrong.
I hated him bad. Let
I
me tell
didn't
you
hate him.
something.
I honestly didn't hate him. I was
You did?
like, I didn't hate him. I didn't hate him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not hate him. I felt like I felt like he's the guy who remember they said he met. It made sense. Was it they met together when he was young, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
he got a little bit of money. Maybe she
Right.
the only person who probably liked him. Now he got a little money. Now he's feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? Because only girls, you know, when dudes got money, girls come flock with you. That's why I tell everybody, money don't need everything, and you don't even know who people really are. And then so I think he feel like he did make a mistake when he got the girl pregnant, but he got a little money now. Everybody trying to holler at him. So you know, boys do stupid things because he was a stupid boy. Because even when he said to Chloe, he was like, "Yo, this person got a whole girl. Like I know I messed up and got somebody pregnant, but I really want to be with you." I think he really did want to be with her, but he messed up terribly. Because mind you, the age was not like yeah. Chloe was his first. She said they was each other's first, and she
Mm-hmm.
was 21. So him having a baby, he probably 18, he get money. Like that's a whole different type of he didn't know how to deal with that type of situation. That's why I didn't hate him. I'm like, yo, he's a young dude who just got money. And you know when dudes get money, all these girls who normally don't checking for you, now checking for you, you do something stupid and you realize, yo, because I messed up with the girl I actually love because they were each other first and they knew each other since they was kids. So I felt like he could do something stupid, but because she didn't want him back, now because he's stupid and ignorant and he's not mature, he's doing stupid stuff.
I
So now
hated
you
him.
hurt.
I hated him.
I know you did because your whole face is
I
weird.
did. I just hated him. Like I don't like any man that has. I get it that we're young. I totally get that, but I don't like anybody that does stuff like that and then just try to come back and think it's cool. See, I'm the type of
I don't
person.
like that at all. I wanted him to be like when they got on that swing set together. I was like, oh, he gonna tell her. Like I thought he was gonna be the one who tell her what happened. Cause I was like, that was a good moment. Or remember when we met on the same swing set? I thought he's gonna be like, yo, I know like what happened with your mom. Like I thought he was gonna be like man up at that point, but that's not how you wrote it. So I was very highly like pissed off.
He
That's
was
why
a
when
he
it
was
happened,
he
I was
was a trash. He was a trash individual. You can't expect anything
else.
from somebody. Like, I just didn't like him. Like I'm the type of person I hold grudges for a long time. He did.
Yeah,
He was messing with
he said with
Nikki.
everybody.
I'm the type of person I don't forgive in real life. So I definitely don't forget. I don't like my characters that are like that either. So I would one and done somebody quick, okay?
Oh, I agree.
I don't care what you do. I will one and done you so fast. So no, I wish he would have died sooner. I do.
She said, I want you to die sooner. Yo, this is so good. This, y'all, I'm telling you, like, I didn't read it. I gotta read this book because, like, this is even now. Listen to how she's describing everybody makes the book even better in my mind. In my mind, I got all these like, oh, maybe this is what she was thinking, but she said, I don't like this thing. I'm like, tell us how you really feel
Mm-mm,
exactly.
mm-mm,
This makes the book even better. Like, nah,
mm-mm,
she knew him off the jump he was going to die up in prison. She said, nah, this nigga gotta go. Like,
mm-hmm. Got to go. Got to go. Got to go.
I freaking love it, yo. I love it. But God, let's go rewind because if we talk about the death, nobody even knows she died yet. So we find
Oops,
out that
my bad.
they should have read the book. Like they shouldn't be in the discussion. This is free ring. I should have read. I said book discussion, book review. Is this a snippet so you guys can read the book? But it's a discussion.
I'm sorry to talk about how she came about writing this book. I'm curious. This book was written.
Yeah, because you late. You late. But go ahead, author. Answer the question.
There wasn't anything significant that happened to make me want to write the book. I just wanted to try something different. Not saying I would do this well, you know what? I take that back because I did say on a previous live, when it comes to poly relationship, I do feel like I would do it. And the reason,
This is good.
let me tell you,
I'm listening. What am I
let me
listening?
tell you, when I say poly, I'm not saying I'm about to interact with, what I'm saying, another woman, or I'm about to have two guys with me. What I'm saying is we have this understanding that you're here and you're there. When you're here, just make sure you pay this rent, these lights, all my expenses, and then you can get the hell on. So that's my dream of a poly. You come over here, you pay these bills, you drop some money off, and then you can get the hell on. I would be okay with that. I would really be okay with that. You ain't even got to touch me because at this point I don't want. That's what I want a trick. Okay, that's what I want. I want a trick. So
Meek Mills, I love you. I would never do it,
yes,
but I freaking love that response. Like I freaking love it. I'm
I
here
want a
for it.
trick.
She said,
But
"What?"
when it came to Demi and them, I didn't have any like real like deep reason on why I wanted to like do a poly book. I just wanted to see what I could do. Cause like I said, it was my fourth book that I written. So I just wanted to try something different.
I'm still surprised that that's your fourth book, but that tells you that that's a gift that you finally let God let flow because it was good. Don't be getting no ideas over there. Oh my god, that is so freaking funny. And I'll talk about it. I was like, I couldn't do it. I'm married. I've been with my husband for forever, and I couldn't do
Congratulations.
it. We've been together going on 19 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's a long
we've been
time.
married. Yeah, we've been together a long time. Like literally, um, we 19 years would be coming up, and that's we've been together as long as we met at 19, and then we've been together.
Oh, that's dope. Well, you're different was excellent. Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no, they couldn't. So I couldn't do a the reason I couldn't do a podcast. I'm a selfish lover. So I couldn't do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very private. So I can't share stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I couldn't be, I don't like chicks like that. So that would like, I like how she's like, oh, I just want to, like, I couldn't do it. It would just gross
Right.
me out. Like, oh my God, no. Like, I don't like it. Pineapple, that's not my thing. But I understand I don't judge other people because what worked for you work for you. Everything don't work
Right.
for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like some people
Right.
probably be like, I can't do what you're doing. Are any of the characters that you could be?
These characters right here, no. Not
That'd have been good
these.
though. That'd have been good.
Not these.
But
Mm-mm.
but
Now
like
the only thing
ooh, I wanna know if anybody on here has done poly or a situation, y'all need to just put something so I know it's you. Like just put like give us like a star so we know what's
the
going
only
on.
thing like when it comes to I don't there may have been like a couple of instances in a couple of books that I've written that may have happened in real life, but for the most part, the only thing that kind of like correlates to real life in my books is probably like character names. Like I'll
Mm-hmm.
name my characters after people that I know. But other than that, as far as this book goes, this didn't have nothing to do with nobody. Doesn't orgy count? Doesn't no. Girl, we talk about a relationship. We ain't talk about no freak off.
Oh, look at you being freaky. Okay, write a book so I can read about it. Write a book so I can read about
This girl talking about
it.
orgies. My God.
But that could turn into a relationship. You know, it could be a
I do
poly.
have a book that where people had a little orgy in it. My only for one night.
I think I read that one. I think I read it. But this also opened up a lot of different conversations because I was talking to one of my girlfriends about the same situation. Like, you know how some people who, even celebrities who had like poly or like open relationships, how some of them almost got divorced, like, oh, they can never do it because it just gets too complicated. Just kind of like a Demi and Chloe. People get jealous of each other or one spending more time with this person. If even though he had rules and stuff like that, but Demi was getting mad because she could see how he was treating Chloe, even when they were on a trip. Like Demi was getting on my nerve. Like, don't be messing up a good vacation like that. Y'all know I'm about my trip. That's why Whitney escapes. You know, y'all know I do my travel thing. So she was pissing me off. Like, yo, don't go to Jamaica acting like y'all ain't got no sense.
I just feel like she she didn't expect for things to turn out the way that they did. And then it's like when she saw that how they were with each other,
Mm-hmm.
it's like no backseas. Like this is what you wanted, so this is what it's gonna be. So like yeah, she definitely tried to ruin I feel like if it came down to it, Jelani would have just sent her home. Just go home. Like, do you remember the scene where um I can't remember exactly. It was like the picture scene where
Mm-hmm.
Chloe wanted to take the picture on the horse or something like that,
Yeah,
or ride the horse, and Demi got mad because she wasn't on it or wasn't in the picture,
yeah.
or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. I just feel like, baby, make up your mind. Do you want this or not? Because this is you brought her to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I just feel like when it comes to like open relationships and poly relationships, it's just a way of like explaining you cheating. It's just a way of trying to excuse you cheating.
I agree. I do agree with that. Because
So that's
even
why.
she, Demi did the same thing at the office party. Remember, she's like, "No, I'm his girlfriend. I want to take a picture with him." And then Janani's like, "Oh, we doing that? Come on, Chloe, you taking a picture with me too?"
He's like,
Like,
right, we're gonna take one together. Like
exactly.
family portrait for the camera.
And she was like, "Oh, let's do all three together." She's like, "No, remember you had yours." Like, I one thing I loved about Jelani is he always checked Demi or anybody who tried to disrespect Chloe
Yeah,
because he knew, like you said, what she's
she did.
she did. That's why I keep on telling y'all this is a story. Let's read what
Let
she
me see what
said.
that's a man with these messages. I agree.
Hmm.
I agree. Miss Jasmine, I totally agree. I feel like a man will always change his ways for the woman that he wants. I feel
Exactly.
I said earlier that he did the things that he did with Demi because Demi allowed it.
Hmm.
But once him and Chloe got whatever they were dealing with established, she wasn't going for none of that.
Hmm. And too, Demi made his life easier when it comes down to like businesses and stuff like that. So even in the beginning, when his best friend was like, "Oh, you got it good," blah blah blah, he's like, "Yeah, because Demi down for whatever." So even what Demi didn't realize, and this is how I feel how men think, is that when you're down for for whatever, they lose a certain type of level of respect for you.
Absolutely.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying, is going to let somebody walk out like you. They let him do it. She knew she was with the cousin, the secretary, the people at the bar. Chloe made it clear, like, okay, if I'm coming into this, it's gonna be us, right? Like, I'm not doing you with multiple people, and that's how it went about. So she's thinking like, no, you ain't set no boundaries, so he crossing all of them, and you can't get mad when he start crossing all these boundaries. And she's setting some, and now Demi is seeing the person that she wished she would have had, but you didn't require any of those things from him.
Right. She
Exactly.
did. She did. She let him know her boundaries for John. Absolutely.
And she let him know
Absolutely.
that she didn't need him.
I kind of feel
She was
like
like, I will be. She was gonna quit school. She's gonna do all those things to try to figure it out. She wasn't
right.
trying to get with him for the money. She appreciated it, but she was genuinely like they built a good friendship from what you described, like them hanging out. Because he even said, I just genuinely like talking to her and hanging out with her. She gives me like this peace.
I feel like with Demi and Jelani, even if she tried to put her foot down in the relationship, I still feel like he wouldn't have taken her seriously because
Mm-hmm. She
he
made.
knew what she was all about. He
Mm-hmm.
knew she just wanted the money. He knew she just wanted the status. So I feel like even if it wasn't Chloe, it never would have been Demi.
Absolutely. And let's talk about also Demi stealing from him. What was that all about?
Stupid. She just didn't have nothing to do. Because my thing about it is this man is giving you everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? This man has quote unquote given you a job. This man has given you a house. This man has given you the life that you want to live. What point do you have? What's the purpose of stealing? You know what I'm saying? That was just something for her to do. She just wanted to do something. That's
Mm-hmm.
all that was.
I agree because she got the house. Remember, she got mad when he bought her when he bought Chloe a new car, and they said, "Oh, did we?" And she's like, "No, you mean Chloe?" And she was pissed. I got a 3-year-old Benz.
Yep. Yep.
Yo, I
He
wanted to
posted
die.
he posted Chloe on his social media, all of that. All
Yeah,
of that.
that was his babe, and I was like, okay.
I think that was
And
her tipping point right there. Like this nigga ain't never posted me. Yeah, maybe that social media do it for you.
it definitely will. It messed up a lot of relationships.
Mm.
And let's talk about how the ex and Demi and Chloe's mom, like that was freaking nuts. And they was in that hotel and all that good stuff.
They was there wrong for him, but I feel like deep down she was making sure she was upset because it was something back in her mind that he didn't want to. I don't think so. I don't think. I don't. You know what, Jasmine Boo? I was with you up until this moment. I don't feel like she had that in her mind because in her mind she knew that regardless of how many bitches come and go, that's my man. That's my man. I feel like that was why she was so willing to bring different women into their relationship because she knew that regardless of what she quote unquote allowed him to do, he would always come back home to her. So I don't think that she was stealing to, you know what I'm saying, set herself up for the future. She was stealing because she was dumb as hell. That's what I feel, that she was stealing just because she was dumb. Now as far as Demi and Candace, I think her name was Candace. Mama's name was Candace. Girl, let me tell you something. When them fiends need that money, they gonna do whatever they need to do for them fun youngins. She didn't care if it was Demi, if it was Maji. She didn't care who it was. Baby, when she wanted to get that high, when she needed to get that hit and needed that money, she was gonna do whatever to
Yep.
whoever.
Even setting up her daughter.
Yep, yep. She ain't
That,
care.
yep. That's why she died.
Yep. Died.
Crazy.
I kind of I was conflicted on that part a little bit because that's just what came to my mind only because she knew Chloe and his relationship was different from all the other girls. Girl,
But you see what happened? That was stupid because Jelani is a freaking cyber freak. So you can't steal money from him. That's why he wiped her out in 5.2 seconds.
but his my thing with him was for you to be this man, this top flight ass nigga. Like you should have been, you know what I'm saying, on top of regardless of that's not your wife. That's just your girlfriend. Like he put too much trust in her.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? He got his get back or whatever, but he put too much trust in her.
And you know what it was too? Because remember he put that money in her account too when it was breaking up. He's like, I'm just give her a quick
He
meal.
wasn't gonna just leave her out there just broke. You know
No,
what I'm
he
saying?
wasn't.
He gave her a severance package.
A severance pack. And he still let her work. All that type of stuff. And then when he saw she was stealing from him, that's when she messed up for herself.
She
He was
did.
gonna give her $1 million and let her still run the
Mm-hmm.
freaking bar
Mm-hmm.
because she's like, yo, we've been rocking together for years.
Yep.
Let's just cut it because this is who I want to be with. Because she did all that hot mess stuff. He was like, okay, I got that. Now you ain't gonna have nothing.
With what I was gonna say was with Candace, I was conflicted because I kind of didn't want it to end that way with her.
Mhm. Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see if she would kind of like redeem herself with her daughter and
Hmm.
try to, you know what I'm saying, make it right. But Candace wasn't that type of person. So to hell she went.
Oh my god, it's so freaking funny.
To
Oh my
hell
god, it's
she
not
went.
funny, but it is funny. The Nick is hilarious to me. So hot mess. They had a funeral. Demi's in a mental war. Marquise died. Candace dead. Now we're back with Chloe and Jelani, and Chloe's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised she took so long to tell him. I was like, well, girl.
I think because she had, you know, she well, she kind of found out. She knew that she was pregnant when he came to her apartment that night. I
Yeah.
think she kind of like didn't want to come out with it because she didn't want it to be like on some I trapped you situation. But
Mhm.
in reality, he's the one that trapped her.
Mhm.
So I think that's kind of, you know, why she was kind of hesitant on telling it. But I think between her being pregnant and like him posting her with the new truck and all this and that, I think that's what kind of really sent Demi over the edge.
Mhm.
So she she ain't dead. She's still alive.
I know
So,
she's in the
you
mental war.
know, you said something about another book with, you know, the friend. You know, y'all knew damn well Demi wasn't pregnant.
And she should have known. And like another red flag. She remember I playing other red flag. Not one time Did Jelani put on a condom with Chloe? Because every
Not
time he put on
once.
a condom, he always mentioned it with everybody else. She always write that condom, but not one time
Not
did
one
when
time.
she didn't have a Chloe. So he was like, and he even said it to Demi, like, I always strapped up with you. I ain't never strapped up with her. So even on the beach and everywhere else, when she got pregnant, I think the thing is like when she thought Demi was pregnant, and she was like, I didn't want to deal with that drama, so I just raised this baby by myself. More so, I didn't like
She
the
she,
decision she
she
made
really
when she
didn't want to
snapped up.
deal with it.
I don't
She
like that
really
whole
didn't want to deal with it because, like, like I said, she didn't come into that
thing.
relationship with that on her mind. She just want to have a little fun, get her money from for school, and just you know. But here we are.
When she had a little baby girl who's spoiled from what we can tell, and now the best friend want to have a baby. And I think we need to talk about the best friends and this other book that we just discussed that she's going to write. We need to talk about it. Like, now that you're talking and everybody telling you, boo, write the book. You have to write. We got to know what's going on with Crazy Girl. Like, maybe she get out. Maybe she got to break out because she nuts. We got to know, like, the best friends. The best friends, they need a story. I got to put it out there. They need a story.
Whitney, it's been a year.
And some people you know how many times, let me tell you, okay, I've been in this reading game for a long time, okay? And sometimes you authors take a long time sometimes over a year to drop another book or a sequel. And then you finally drop a freaking book.
Hold up,
I
hold
don't,
up,
but I'll read it.
because are you talking about? You're not talking about back to back dropping. You're talking about like with books in between.
Yeah, I have authors who take forever. They write a book. It's a series. And sometimes we gotta wait over a year for the second freaking book to drop, which drive me nuts. So that's why I usually try to wait till I know the series is over and then to read a whole freaking series because I don't like waiting that long. But authors have done that and still do, and I don't like it, but I still
Okay,
do.
so since you opened this door, let's talk about it.
See,
Um, Jasmine says yes. We need to. You know what, Jasmine? I thought we were gonna be good friends. Once you started coming, but baby, I'm about sick of you. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I can go ahead and tell y'all right now. I probably won't do another book with them. I ain't gonna say never, but right now,
it could be a
them,
novella, like a short story.
girl, them people are not on my mind. They are not on
We
my
just
mind.
brought it back. Maybe just sleep on it. Be like, you know what? Let me sleep on this
I've been
because
sleeping on it for a year, baby. It ain't. I don't think it's gonna happen. But no, I want to say something about what you said about like series and stuff. So I
okay,
mentioned this on a live that I did like last week. I can't speak for what I'm saying, like other authors and stuff like that. But I just feel like a lot of people need grace when it comes to like series, because it's
hmm
like sometimes you can write a part one, and by the time your part two, it's time to write your part two. Maybe your characters stop talking, or life be lifing. So after
hmm
that part one, you don't really know like what took place in their lives to where they mentally can't get that part two out. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Jay Brene. I always talk about Jay Brene. Her love, not her love lore series, 3 a.m. We
Wait,
have been
well,
waiting.
text it to me later. I want to read it.
You want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. It ends on a quote unquote cliffhanger. And the part
Mhm.
it's been years. It's been years, like over 5 years. And the part two hasn't came out yet. I want to say she said she wrote it, but someone stole her laptop or something, and she had no way of getting that document back. So she didn't rewrite it. So I just feel like when it comes to like the time in between, when it comes to like a part one and a part two, I just really wish that people would just, what I'm saying, just give like a little bit of grace. And I get that, what I'm saying, people don't like reading, until the series is complete, because I'm kind of one of those people. I would rather wait until the series is complete because I don't like wondering. I don't like wondering. But when I do a series, because I think I'm going to do another one, just know that when Neat Mills does a series, her part one isn't going to drop unless her part two is already done. So you can read my part one. My part two is coming in about 2-3 weeks after. But I just feel like when it comes to like series and stuff like that, it's kind of tricky. because some people don't care about waiting on a part two, and some people expect for like your part two to be released within 24 hours of the part one. So I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like, you know what I'm saying, with series and stuff, it's a little tricky. But as far as these people right here, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lead you on. I'm not writing another one. I'm not writing a novella, a novelette, a standalone, none of that.
Yeah,
I
I
can tell
tried,
you,
y'all. I tried.
I can tell
But I
y'all right now,
agree with
those
you.
people are done for. They're done
I
for.
agree with you about the series because one of my authors, Monica Waters, which I love her, she said to me, I read one of her series. I said, "Girl, this series almost gave me a freaking nervous breakdown. It was so much, and it was based off real people." And she goes, "Wait, you read this series in like a week? It took me years to write it." And she said it took me years because it was like mental health, like some of these things were real life situation that happened.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Like that you go through those different things. So even as a reader, sometimes you shouldn't read them back to back because you're taking on so much emotional weight because you get invested. So
Right.
I get it. And that's why I said to you too, like once you're investing in an author, like I have my authors that I freaking love, and you became one of them because I was like, you should see most of the people up here and people watching a lot of my girlfriend that I don't read. I'm like, you gotta read this book, Gary. Oh my God, with the Jasmine, that's my boo. And that's what that's who was texting me. Oh, what? I'm like, girl, you've been talking about this book this whole month. You better. But
I appreciate that.
yeah, so you are. It's more like I tell people, like with artists and stuff like that. When you find authors that you genuinely like and enjoy, you're invested. So
Absolutely. I agree.
if you write this book 5 years from now, like that happened to me, and I had to reread books. People like you read. I said because sometimes I read over 100 books a year. So if I'm doing a series, I got to go back to be at least read the last couple of chapters so I can
Right.
remember where it
Hmm.
ended off, so that
Hmm.
it will come back to me. And I have done
Hmm.
that several times because I'm invested. You get invested in these characters. You love them, and I've been telling. I said, "Ooh, you gotta read this series." And then like I had an author, and I'm like, "Girl, I had to reread these books because I want to make sure that when I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to is fresh off my mind. Not like, wait, hold
Right.
it, this person is what happened." So I totally get it. I give you guys grace. I'm just thankful, and I believe all the other readers are thankful too that you guys are sharing your gift with us because that's my escape. Yeah, my escape is travel. Everybody know I have my travel business, which I love, and you see me reading everywhere I go. But when I'm home, that's my other way I like to escape. So I'm gonna still be putting in her ear, y'all. Like, hey, but you never know. It might. She might be like, you know what, y'all? I slept on it. But at the end of the day, Neek Mills, I genuinely been enjoying your work.
Thank you.
And I don't know how you came across me. I don't know if it was Amazon or if another author, because I always ask authors, hey, who do you think, and people give me like names or who they like to read. So I go back and read people. And I don't know if it's Amazon, I don't know if it's author, I don't know if it's good read. Like say, you might like this. And I said, oh, let me try it out. But so far, like I said, I'm shocked you only been writing for over a year and a half. Every book I have read of yours, 5 stars. It
Thank
has
you.
been so thoroughly good, and I'm glad that my people who I put on here,
Well, Jasmine again.
that's my boo. All like a lot of my people has been coming on here. I'm like, I appreciate y'all having coming on here, escaping with me into this podcast, supporting our girl off the Nick Mills because that's what we're about. We always want to support our authors who give us opportunity to escape in their books and come over here live. That's my
Thank
boo.
you.
Oh, let me shout Miss T Quest. That's my sister, y'all. And let me show you what. Look at my drip she made for me, y'all. You see this? Look at it back. Let
That's
me show you
cute.
the back because she's my graphic designer and she's the one who did all this stuff for me. So can y'all see that?
That's cute.
Right? Ain't it cute? So if
That's
y'all,
cute.
let me get her a shout. And wait, let me show you my sleeve. Look what I say. What I say? Can you see my sleeve? See my
That's
name?
cute.
You know about that life. And DJ Nino, my brother. So Quest, that's my sister. Her and my brother-in-law. They
Shout
do
them out, girl. Shout them
yeah.
out.
GLM Designs, GLM, DJ El Nino, T Quest, Database. Like they did all this for me. Like they my background crew who do all my fancy
Girl, I
stuff.
told you this is fancy.
Yeah, they do all that. They do all my little drip. But today my son had a game. My daughter cheer, so I wore this today. And I got like book club stuff that they did. So I just want to shout them out because they really be looking out for your girl, and they know I like my thing a certain type of way, and they do it for me. See, and my friends who come on here
Thank
who
you.
give me a hard time, and I had to yell at her 500 times to read a freaking book, and actually come put the book down, and tell everybody about it. But I love you, boo. That's my girl,
That's
Jack.
good.
But guys, y'all already know we come on here to support our authors, my black people, because you know it's just a black. Y'all already know what I do, y'all know. But I want Meek Mill to tell everybody where they can follow you, how they can see what's going on, how they still can support you, and if you have any events coming up, please share because it's a platform for sharing.
All of my handles are as told by Neek. On Instagram, on TikTok. I have my as told by Neek readers group on Facebook, author Neek Mills on Facebook, as told by Neek on Instagram. I think I said that already. But yeah, so those are my handles. As far as events, I don't have anything coming up this year. I don't have any events I'm doing this year, but I did just sign up for my first book event for 2025. I'll be at author Eshivon. She's doing a expo in Miami. I signed up for that. I'm doing that. I'm gearing up to release my first independent book. So be on the lookout for that. Um,
Just let us know, and also on the Whitney Skates Book Club, you can post in there if you have like stuff you want to you can definitely put it in there. I'll approve
okay.
it. I like to support my authors, but yeah, so she's gonna do an event, and I will be hitting her up when I do the book cruise, y'all. I just haven't. Let me just put that
Baby,
out.
I'm telling you right now, I'm scared. You talking about cruise, water.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That
You'll be
girl said I'll be fine. So just
you'll be fine.
fuck my life in fear of water.
You ain't gonna die. I'll be there, and I bring Jesus with me everywhere I go. But
Okay
y'all,
then. Okay.
I am putting it up. No, I have to put this because everybody. I was supposed to do it this weekend, and y'all know, but another author. You already know what happened because there was too many things going on at the same time. I am putting another one together. I just don't know when yet. Because everybody keep on hitting me up about it. Like I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go. I
Like
already.
you not gonna do nothing on land?
I want to do something on land too.
Let me
I'm
know when
just
you do
trying
that.
to. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell about both of them because I'm gonna put it on my back. Like, come on, girl, you got this. Because we, God did not give us a spirit of fear. Okay, but power, love, and sound. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay.
So you sound like my husband though. My husband used to be scared. He like, I don't want to drive away. I ain't getting this boat. And he got. He's like, yo, this is so dope. I said, no, it's different. It's totally different than what people experience. But I am going to put something together for next year. It might be land. I might still do the cruise. I don't know yet. Life be life and for real, guys. I'm
Mhm.
rebranding some things. But I just wanted to make sure I keep in touch with my authors, keep in touch with my friends and my readers. Because at the end of the day, that's I want to do this for literacy. I really think that we should read more. I really think we should also support each other. And you already know me. If I don't feel like something is right, I'm not going to do it. Because as you can see, my platform, my strength, I have my great team that I love. And I don't want to just do anything just to say I did something. Yeah, I know that's not me. I'm all about the experience, so I just gotta keep them up. So please, I love that you guys care and hit me up all the time. But I am gonna put something together. I mean, don't know what, wherever the Lord leads me. But also, you nails, you better please post all of this stuff so that we know what you're doing, or at least hit me up and I will share it with everybody because you know I'm a reader. I love to read. And to all my viewers, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me. What it's been 2 years? Y'all been rocking with me for real, for real. I appreciate it. Because I'm an author, you already know Whitney escapes everything. Child Whitney escapes. So when Neek Nails want to go somewhere on land, you hit me up. We could go to Jamaica and do the horses together. But guys, for real, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And until next time.
Do
Bye.
you work too much? Constantly on the go? Miss hanging out with friends, family, or even yourself? Do you ever feel like you need an escape? Winnie's Escapes is here to help with just that. We specialize in family travel, autism travel, group trips, vacations, staycations, and more. So when you're ready for your next escape, make sure you contact us at winniesescapes.com. Follow us on social media at Winnie's Escapes as well. Winnie's Escapes, where your dreams become your reality.
We're still live. So